Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In the last parts, we headed out with Alpha Node to get the approval for the leaders of these city-states to launch his auspicious new company, a grand company that unifies all of Eorzea. So we did that, we got it approved. It was called the Crystal Braves. Fancy name, and fancy suits. Blue is not my color though, but so unfortunately I'll not be wearing one. We gotta go on with the story because we're in 2.4 now. We're getting closer to the end of A Realm Reborn. So let's see what Manvilia's got for us now. Traitor in our midst. That's not good. I try as I might, I cannot shake a creeping sense of dark foreboding. But it avails us not to fret about the unknown. We must concentrate instead on the problems of the present. The problems have been relatively quiet of late, and the beast tribes who summon them are under constant surveillance by the grand companies. Should any suspicions be afoot, you may be certain that we will hear of it. And until such time as a permanent solution to the primal problem has been found, we can do little but wait and observe. As for the Ascians, the Urianger is wholly dedicated to finding the means by which we may defeat the dark beings. Let us pray for good tidings on that front. But all this you already know. Let us speak of the more current matters, in particular, the state of the Crystal Braves. What's going on with them? They just formed. Alpha Node did well to found the organization, but ensuring its smooth operation is another matter entirely. Though I doubt not that he is doing his best, I felt that a helping hand or two would not go astray. To this end, I offered to send one of the Archons to assist him, but he declined. You know how he can be, independent to a fault and singularly loath to accept help. Save, of course, when that help comes from you. Alpha Node has entrusted countless matters of import to you in your care in the past, and I believe he would not hesitate to do so again. Were you to offer? I should be most grateful if you would go to him and support him in whatever manner you are able. Sure, I can do that. I mean, leading a big company is a big deal, especially one on the grand scale of the Crystal Braves. Okay. Alpha Node, can I help you with anything? What is it, Cecil? And do be concise, I am rather busy. You would lend a hand, you say? I see. Well, now that you mention it, there is a matter that wants for attention. Given its sensitive nature, I am hesitant and entrusted to my braves, but the demands upon my time were such that I had little choice. Which is not to say that my men aren't want for labor, though we are but newly formed. There is already a great demand for our services, and we are hard pressed to answer all petitions. But I digress. The fact is, I would sooner attend to this particular matter myself, but my presence is required elsewhere. That being the case, I have entrusted this resolution to my second-in-command, Captain Ilberd. Tell him that I sent you, and he will furnish you with the particulars. My thanks in advance, Cecila. Alright, Ilberd, what we got for you?
誰かと思えば英雄殿か。なるほど。アルフィの総帥から話を。了解だ。あんたが協力してくれるならありがたい。内定のためこちらの人手を割くことができなかったからな。これはクリスタルブレイブ結成直後に総帥から直接命令を受けた案件であり、事態はなおも進行中だ。内密に頼むぞ。先日総帥のもとに匿名の情報が寄せられた。各国いずれかのグランドカンパニーに ガレマール帝国の密偵が入り込んでいると。そこで俺たちは各国の首領の協力の下で秘密裏に調査を行った。だがそやつは首謀者ではなかった。九段の容疑者を軽く問い詰めた結果、写本師の異名で呼ばれる首謀者のもと、数名の協力者が活動しているらしいことが判明した。諜報活動にはいくつかやり方があるが、今回の場合おそらくかなり前から組織の一員として潜り込み、時間をかけて信頼を築いて内部に協力者を作った類だろう。信頼にて心を掴んでいるがゆえに協力者の結束も固い。こちら首謀者とつながりが限りなく浅い末端の協力者を捉え、そこから切り崩さねばならない。まずは先の容疑者からつながりを洗っているところだ。と、ここまでが概要だ。本来ならもう少し時間をかけて慎重に調査したいのだが、そう悠長にしていられない理由がある。長らく続いていたガレマール帝国の内乱が一段落したとの情報があるのだ。そのため総帥もこの案件の解決を急いでいる。裏切り者を抱え込んだまま戦争なんぞ願い下げだからな。いつ帝国が動き出してもいいようにクリスタルブレイブとしても備えておかねばならない。まずはウルダ派の不滅隊作戦本部に出向き、ここまでの情報を奴にラウバーン局長に報告する予定だ。しかし協力者を捕らえたことで内偵が進んでいることが写本誌にも把握されただろう。場合によっては直接的な行動に出ることも考えられる。ことがことだけに大人数で動くわけにもいかないからな。報告時の護衛を兼ねて同行してもらえるとありがたい。
Oh boy. Alright, great. We just formed a company that's already stuff going on. They make a lot, they work fast. Huh. Alright. We gotta go talk to Reborn. Let's go see what he knows, shall we? Sir.
貴様か。本日は何用か。
俺の付き合いで来てもらった。久しぶりだな、ラウバーン。
おお、イルベルト。こうやって顔を合わすのは何年ぶりか。こちらに顔を出すと聞いて心待ちにしていたぞ。それにしても貴様がクリスタルブレイブの隊長になったと聞いた時にはさすがに驚いた。
俺にしてみればラウバーン、お前が政治をやっていることの方が驚きだ。
そうかもしれんな。お互い大人になったということだろう。イルベルドと我が輩は同郷の出身でな。幼い頃は二人して己の腕を競い合ったものだ。祖国のアラミゴがガレマール帝国に陥落された際、共に脱出したのだが、それっきりだった。
噂には聞いていたが、 あの後いろいろと活躍したようじゃないか。ザナラーンにたどり着いたお前はウルダ派の同人団に捕まり、コロセウムの獄門剣闘士にさせられた。だがその中で頭角を現し、前人未到の戦勝を成し遂げる。そしてその莫大な賞金をウルダ派王宮に寄付することで見事サカツ州の座を射止めた。コロセウムの勇者、アラミゴの英雄ラウバーン様。
よせ、英雄とはこの冒険者のような存在を言うもの。屍の上に立つ我が輩には不要な肩書きだ。貴様こそ冒険者として随分と名を馳せていたようだな。冒険者ギルドとの会合でもよくその名を聞いた。
それなりには苦労したからな。もっとも最近は英雄殿に話題を持っていかれているだろうが。例の件で報告がある。
進展があったのだな。貴様との面会については部下たちにクリスタルブレイブに属す旧友との再会の場と説明してある。連中も特別に目を光らせたりはしていないだろう。今のウルダ派では下手に場所を変える方が怪しまれる。ここで聞こう。あくまで昔を懐かしむ会話としてな。なるほど。やはり不滅体に潜んでいたか。テレジアデレジの一件以来ウルダ派は揺れている。帝国の密偵からの誘いに心動く輩が出てもおかしくはない。しかし以前より潜り込んでいるとなるとことは大きくなる。万一に備え帝国と手を組むためのつなぎとして共和派が自ら招き入れている可能性すらあるか。状況は理解した。信頼できる者を集めこちらも調査を行おう。そちらでも引き続き内偵を頼みたい。イルベルド、今はお互い忙しい身だ。今度酒でも交わしながらゆっくり話すとしよう。
そうだなラウバーン。そしていつの日か祖国を我らの手で。不滅体の局長か。俺も負けてはいられないな。ラウバーンが手を回してくれていたおかげで何事もなく報告できた。手間をかけさせたな英雄殿。
Okay, well, that was informative, I guess. We didn't learn much, but our hunt for the Ivy begins in earnest, Scion. Suffice it to say, we must tread warily, but one misstep may well cost us our lives. Our business here is concluded for the time being. Let us return to the Rising Stones and report to Commander Lavalier. Alright. Away you go. Let's go see what Alpha Note is up to. We are returned from Old Dawn, Commander. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Not a moment too soon. Something has happened. Trouble? You will recall the Fourth was tasked with reconning the rendezvous site used by the Ivy's minion as Imperial contacts. Soon after you left, we received word that the unit was ambushed en route to its destination. God damn it! According to the report, one of ours has been taken captive. The Guardians are not wont to treat their foemen with dignity, and I have grave fears for her safety. We must dispatch a rescue party at once. Recall those braves who are field. Begging your pardons, Commander, but we have not the time. I'm afraid I must ask you for your aid once more, Scion. An ill-prepared rescue party will only serve to provide the Guardians with more captives, yet time is of the essence. Simply put, you are the best chance we have. Captain Ilbert has the right of it. I trust you are willing, but of course you are. Now, Aliane of the Fourth lies in wait in the Tangle, near the entrance to the Castrum Sentry. Seek her out and she will apprise you of the situation. Great. Fun trouble. The troubles never cease to end, do they? Alright. Get me out of here. Thankfully, it's still in the same area, so I don't really have to go anywhere. I could just fly. Alright, it's the Tangle, huh? Way over there in the middle of the Fate, huh? Wonderful. Where you at? You would aid us in the rescue mission? We are in your debt, Warrior of the Light. Now, time is against us, so allow me to brief on the situation. The Guardians fell upon us without warning, wounding poor Riche and hauling her away to the castrum yonder. Outnumbered as we were, it was all we could do to flee to regroup. Even as we speak, the Guardians may be interrogating Riche, or worse. With her hurts, I fear she'll not live long. She'll not survive their attentions. We must rescue her without delay. Our order may yet be in its infancy, but the bond that binds us is strong as Mithra. None of us will stand by while a comrade suffers. We, the remnants of the Fourth, will infiltrate Castrum Sentry. Please help us find Riche before it's too late. Well, they're a brave lot. Can I just fly in there? Nice speed, Riche. Oh, you survived. Where am I? Riche, thank the gods we found you. And thank you, Warrior of Light. Now to quit this accursed place. Riche cannot move with those wounds. She'll need to be carried out. I believe diversion is in order. Might we trouble you to provide one? Given your reputation, I suspect the Guardians will be only too happy to grant you their undivided attention. If you were to create a commotion within the castrum, we should be able to steal away unnoticed. Let's speak again once we are safely outside these walls. Alright, I can do that. I'm great causing commotions. Should have detected! You made a mistake, buddy. I'll arrow kill you. There we go. Oh, really? I'll not leave this place alive? We'll see about that. You and your two machines are no match for me. Do you know who I am? I defeated Ultima, for crying out loud. I'm not scared of your giant, weak-ass machines. Alright, it's a little late for you to be sounding the alarm. Alright, that should be enough to get them out of here. Oh, there's still more of them. All units engaged and destroy. Alright, that was easy. They made some distance. I was awaiting your return most anxiously, my friend. You have done us a great service indeed. Thanks to your aid, our comrade Riche is safe and we have suffered no further casualties. Words cannot express my gratitude. Allows us to report the mission success to Commander Lavalier. I shall go on ahead into the Rising Stones. Alright. Whatever you say, lady. Lady. Alright. Tell you what. I got a headache that just won't shake, and I got a sore throat too, so that's not good. That's usually the sore throat that usually starts me getting cold. It does me well to see you thus of return. Though I doubt not your prowess, entering an enemy stronghold is generally considered to be a risky venture, and I must confess to having been a trifle anxious. But here you are, hale and whole, having succeeded in your mission as your wont. Lest you wonder, the woman you rescued is being cared by the Domans. Thanks to their expert administrations, the danger is past. You have my gratitude, Cecila. Allow me to thank you also, Scion. Riche owes you her life. We escaped with minimal casualties this time, but we can ill afford to be caught off guard again. The Empire is not an opponent to be trifled with. As you say, Commander, I will see to it that the men keep their wits about them. And it may yet take time, but I will not rest until we have identified and apprehended the Ivy. I have every confidence that you will succeed, Captain. As for you, Cecil, I realize that you have scarce caught your breath, but I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary. I require that you accompany me to Corthus. I have been granted an audience with an Ishgardian dignitary who you see, and the man expressly requested your presence. Oh, do not look so surprised. You should be familiar with the trappings of fame by now. We shall depart as soon as you're ready. Man, and here I was hoping to get a breather. Oh, who's this guy? You have been blessed with a rare opportunity, Cecil, an audience with an ambassador of the Holy See of Ishgard. We are to treat Sir Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and Camp Dragonhead. It is considered a great honor to serve the Holy See directly as a Temple Knight. Needless to say, their leader wields tremendous political influence. We would be wise to court his favor. For that reason, I consider your attendance essential. If Sir Aymeric wishes to meet the woman behind the legend, I will not deny him the pleasure of your company. The antecedent should see the wisdom of his plan when you request her permission to accompany to Corthus. Maybe you feel this is a waste of your talents, which could doubtless be put to nobler use. So I should remind you that more good can be accomplished with the stroke of a pen than the thrust of a sword. Fine, I'm not one for getting into political talks, but whatever. I'll put up with it. Lurkers everywhere. You working again? A meeting with an Ishgardian ambassador? By all means, I think it's a wonderful idea. We have received no reports of etheric disturbances or unusual beast tribe activity of late. If Alpha Note believes your presence may help him secure more favorable terms, I see no reason to deny him. Antecedent, I take it Cecil has explained the situation. Oh. She has, yet welcome though these overtures are, I cannot help but wonder what prompted them. The Ishgardians have spurned all contact with the city-states for decades. Why reach out now? Well, that I knew. The question of their motives is one which I have given no small amount of thought. Also, alas, I'll know no more than is generally known. The notoriously reclusive nation of Ishgard, situated at the center of Abalthea's spine, ruled by the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, at the head of which presides the Archbishop. Members of the original Eorzean alliance, formed in the wake of Alamigo's fall from some 2 decades ago. Friends of convenience who withdrew from the alliance as soon as the Imperial fleet was routed at the Battle of Silver-Tier Skies. Since which time their borders have remained closed to all outsiders. Oops, they rejected something rather, I skipped it by accident. And on the fields of Cartnet, where brave men and women laid down their lives in defense of the realm, their banners were conspicuously absent. I have tried to convince Ishgard to rejoin the alliance at every opportunity. I've explained over and over again that unless Eorzea stands united, we cannot hope to preserve our freedom. One by one, our nations will fall, as once fell Alamigo. And what have mine efforts yielded? Why not? Sure, this can be considered a step in the right direction. I should hope so. Rather than the lowly messengers we've been fobbed off with in the past, this time we shall meet with a man of genuine influence. I'll get it. I'll get Outriders. The Empire will soon be at our doorstep once more. Indeed, you may be assured that I will expound upon this point and others. Let us depart for Camp Dragonhead, Cecil. Our old friend Lord Horshaphon is expecting us. Since our quest to recover the Enterprise, I understand you have further ingratiated yourself with the man. Excellent work. His fondness may prove more useful to our cause. Shit. Oh, I'm ripping it off. Oh, there goes that plating. Shit. Fuck! I just broke my headphone. Alright. My buddy Horshaphon! Cecil, ever a welcome sight. Our hearts have been stoked to blazing in preparation for your arrival. It would not do for such a distinguished personage to catch cold whilst enjoying our hospitality. The gesture is much appreciated. I fear I shall ever struggle to cold climes. Good Mr. Alpha Node, an honor as always. Likewise, Lord Horshaphon. Forgive us for yet another imposition. I fear we have relied overmuch on your aid since you have so generously assisted us in locating the Enterprise. Nonsense. Any debts I incurred have long since been repaid. Besides, who can say what the future may bring? House Four Toms may even seek the aid of your newly formed Crystal Braves. In any case, I am simply delighted that the Holy See is at last willing to grant you an audience. No doubt your discoveries at Snowcloak helped justify the decision. This recent resurgence in heretical activity is of grave concern to us all. But to the matter at hand, Sir Imeric has arrived in Camp Dragonhead earlier, and I'm told he is eager to meet with you at your first convenience. You are doubtless weary from your journey and desirous to rest a while by the warmth of our hearth. But if you are willing to forego such comforts, pray inform the knight stationed outside the intercessory, and he'll grant you entrance and send word to the other attendees. As inviting as your hearth sounds, I think it's best we proceed to the intercessory forthwith. Alright, where's this guy at? Outside? Oh, he's over here, isn't he? Yes. We've been expecting you, madam. Please take your ease inside when I shall summon the others. Alright.
間もなくお越しになられる。いい会談になるよう祈っているぞ。
イシュガルドの特使、神殿騎士団総長のアイメリクという。アルフィノ殿、こたびは会談の要求に応じていただき感謝する。
こちらこそ感謝いたします、アイメリク卿。イシュガルドとの会談は私が長年夢見たもの。この会談が双方にとって実りあるものとなるよう期待しています。
君が噂の冒険者か。なるほど。英傑の目をしている。そうは思わないか。
はっ。
イシュガルドでも君の冒険談を伝え聞くのでね。どうしても会ってみたくなったのだ。私事で恐縮だったのだが、この会談の場を利用し同行していただいた。さあ、席にかけてくれたまえ。
ですから眼前に迫るガレマール帝国の脅威に対抗するにはエオルゼアを一つにしなければならないのです。脅威は帝国だけではない。蛮族や蛮神の存在もありましょう。そのためにもエオルゼア都市軍事同盟に再加盟していただき、真のエオルゼアへの道を。
アルフィノ殿、先に述べたようにイシュガルドとしては同盟軍への再加盟や対蛮神での戦力供出を行うことはできない。
なぜなのです。
蛮族、蛮神、確かにエクサル族はクルザスに進出しているが、彼らの敵手は主にグリダニアを向いている。国営の森の主権を争っているのであれば、それを領土とするグリダニアが対応するのが筋というもの。我々は旧敵ドラゴン族との長きにわたる戦いで精一杯だ。他に戦力を回すゆとりはない。帝国軍に関して言えば危惧はしている。彼らが大陸統一を掲げている以上、いずれ侵略の手を伸ばすであろうことは明白だ。
では
だが帝国軍の動向は少なくとも現状は沈静化している。
エオルゼアにとどまる第14軍団の残存兵力にしても、その多くが属州からの徴集兵であり、戦意は低い。むやみに刺激する必要はないというのが教皇庁の意向だ。
それではこれまでと何ら変わりがないではありませんか。
私個人の意見で言えば君の主張に賛同するよ。
アイメリク教。
私はこの会談にイシュガルドの特使として出席している。教皇庁の意思を無視し独断で手を握ることなどできない。だが私個人で判断できることもある。フォルタン家が主体となって動いていたレブナンツトール開拓団への物資の支援、これについては今後も協力を続けよう。
本当ですか、アイメリク総長。
ああ、ただし条件がある。ドラゴン族の始祖とされる源竜ミドガルズオール、その源竜が復活するのではないかという噂が教皇庁の内部で囁かれている。ここ最近のドラゴン族の奇妙な動きやアドネール先生代が観測した流星の輝き、いずれも源竜復活の兆候だと言われている。
銀類湖の源竜がですか。
あくまで噂に過ぎない。源竜ミドガルズオルムは15年前の銀類湖上空戦で帝国軍の飛空戦艦と相打ちして死した。だがドラゴン族が活発化しているのも事実。万一に備えレベナンツトールに意を構える開拓団に木薬の塔を監視してもらいたいのだ。
つまり銀類湖の木薬の塔に残る源竜ミドガルズオルムの死骸の監視を条件にレブナンツトール開拓団への支援は続けてくださると。
協力を頼めるだろうか。
わかりました。異変があった際には伝えましょう。同盟再加盟の決断をこの場で聞けなかったのは残念ですが、アイメリク教の立場も理解できます。長らく門を閉ざしていた帰国とこの会談の場を持てたこと、今日のところは真のエオルゼアへの第一歩として受け入れるとしましょう。
アルフィノ殿、心遣いに感謝する。貴殿の志については必ずや教皇陛下に伝えると約束しよう。
何事だ。会談の場だぞ、わきまえろ。
報告。巡回中の兵から本国からの追加物資がまたもや襲われたとの報告が。なお氷の巫女率いる異端者勢力の仕業と思われます。
バカな。今回は輸送経路も変え、神殿騎士団の護衛もついていたのだぞ。
Well, that was productive. Till it got interrupted. Great! Who the hell is this Iceheart person anyway? We've seen only a glimpse of her. Just when we were starting to make progress. And to make matters worse, the caravan they spoke of was bound for Revenant's Soul of all places. Honestly, were I so inclined, I should think that the gods were conspiring against us. Happily, however, I am not. I would know more of this attack. Let us speak with Lord Horchefont and find out what he has learned. Alright. My sincerest apologies for the interruption, my friends, but the situation is such that we must act swiftly. It would be so kind as to elaborate. Iceheart's heretics fell upon the cavern bound for Revenant's Toll as it was passing through Boulder Downs. 'Twas an ambush, swift and ruthless. In an instant, every knight was slain, every crate seized. Then, as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone. 'Twould be an impossible feat without knowledge of the routes, knowledge to which only a select few are privy, I presume. Quite. We can pursue that avenue of inquiry in due course. It seems to me that examining the scene of the ambush should be our first concern. The trail is yet warm. We must act swiftly, as Lord Horshavan said. Let's crucial evidence be lost. You have a knack of discerning the hidden truths, Ursula. Why don't you go and inspect the ambush site in person? An excellent idea. Inform my men of your intent upon arrival, and they'll gladly share their findings. Time to don the detective's cap again. Boulder Downs. Let's down that way. Can I fly over the mountain? No, I can't fly over the mountain. I'm so close. I can fly this way though. So it's down there. God, they were so close to Revenant's Toll too. They only had so much further. They were almost there. Move along, adventure. There's nothing for. Lord Horsefall, did you speak with us? Then you must be. Beg your pardon, Scion. As you can see, they left nary a crate behind. Tipped the wagon for good measure, even. The whole thing's a bit odd. Apparently Vector is calling for me. I didn't say Vector. Vector, I'm not calling for you. If you ask me, it would have been easier to just steal it. Though a damn sight harder to conceal it, I'll allow. Reckon they came prepared. Probably with wagons of their own, heading away off. But pay no heed to my ramblings. Absent of proof, 'tis not but speculation. Might be as the squire receiving care at the observatorium could tell you something more factual. That is, if he's awake. Unlike myself, he was there during the attack. Not that his presence amounted to much. Alright. Flying makes things so much easier. Back in the old days, we had to frickin' run. Getting around on foot sucked. But since they added flight to A Realm Reborn, makes things so much easier. I'm not in the right building. It's still not the right building. Or is it? Okay, so yeah, it is the right building. So must be upstairs. There's not even a stairs. Where the... Where you at? I'm still not in the right building. There we go. You've come to ask about the attack, haven't you? We came upon them before the entrance to the heaven of seven echoes. Pilgrims, we marked them as. Lost and ill-equipped for a journey further at north. Our leader called out to them, one step forward to answer. Slowly as she approached, her silver hair flowing in the wind like melting snow. Just a young girl, I thought, some poor lost lamb in search of salvation. Our leader must have thought the same. Else why would he let her draw so close? They exchanged some words I couldn't hear. She leaned forward as if to kiss his cheek, and then he sighed and crumpled to the ground. I didn't know what had happened until I saw the snow turn red. And then there was red everywhere, and I looked. Tried to fight, but took a blow to the head, and by the time I came to, the others were dead, and the heretics were unloading the wagon. I couldn't. I mean, they could have killed me, so I just lay still and listened. Iceheart's people spoke of deliverance and resurrection, and they spoke of Shiva. Uh-oh. Great! More primal threats. I thought we were done with the primals for now. Looks like someone's doing the Savra's fate. Alpha node. You won't believe what I found out. And you've returned. What news do you have for us? Seems like Iceheart does not scruple to sully her hands with blood. And who is this Shiva the heretics spoke of? Have you not read a single line of the Entradion, Master Alpha Node? Shiva was a traitor to kith and kin, an apostate who lay down with dragons. Now, we cannot expect all foreigners to know Guardian scripture so well, particularly when it concerns the patron saints of heretics, of heretics. I keep wanting to say heretics. I guess it's the same thing, but wait. Well, you say she is their patron saint? Oh no, it all makes sense now. Lord Horsefont, what was the caravan's cargo? If I recall correctly, the Diamond Forge had requested a large quantity of crystals. Do you not see? Iceheart and our followers intend to summon Shiva as the beast tribe would be primal. Why else would they go to such things to secure crystals? I shall inform the Lord Commander at once. Lord Horsefont, you would agree that discretion is of paramount concern? Of course. I trust we can count on your continued support, Master Alpha Node. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn have sworn to combat the primal threat. Our support is a given. I will need to send word to my brother in Revenant's Toll. Our entire order must turn its efforts to the prevention of the summon. Naturally, that includes you, though I'm sure you would not miss this for the world. Great. The God Slayer's work is never done. The persistent attacks on our caravan seemed a little more than a nuisance at first. The heretics were a problem, to be sure, but a relatively minor one. That was before I discerned the purpose behind their attacks, of course. Now they have my undivided attention. After apprising him immediately of the situation, I shall summon a unit of Crystal Braves to assist us. As for you, Cecil, pray join me in Whiteburn front. Since the incident Snowcloak, the Knights of House Durandare have redoubled their reconnaissance efforts in the region. It is my hope that they have information which may help us determine precisely where the heretics are hiding. Given our mutual enemy, Lord Drillmont should be eager to oblige us. I shall see you there then. Good. At least I don't have to go to Mordona. I can just go straight to where I'm supposed to be going. Would it be easier if I just go in from the top and go down? Probably right. Oh yeah, so much easier. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, wish to join in the hunt for Iceheart? Your assistance is more than welcome, my friend. Considering the report I just received, I dare say your time could be no better. We're all ears, Lord Drummond. A band of pilgrims have been seen transporting a large number of crates to the west. Their garb appears to match the description provided by the squire who survived the attack. Alas, our scouts lost track of them at Snowcloak, that self-same frozen wall which we speculated might conceal the heretics' hideaway. Suffice it to say, the disappearance of these pilgrims and their provisions all but confirms their suspicions. I have heard enough. My knights will join the hunt. I took the liberty of summoning a unit of Crystal Braves to wipe in front. Given the gravity of the situation, I trust you'll agree that we must use every resource available to us. These are extraordinary circumstances, Commander. It would be in our better interest to coordinate our efforts. Such was my intent from the start, Sir Imric. And so it begins, my friend. Though I dare say it may prove an all too brief collaboration, Iceheart will not elude the combined forces of the Crystal Braves and the Temple Knights for long. Nevertheless, a wise man does not wager all upon the success of a single solution. There may yet be a subtler means by which we can locate the heretic's lair. May have Lord Drummond as one in mind? What's he doing? These look like heretics to me. Yes, excellent. My lady, everything has been accounted for. If there is naught else you would have us do, pray speak, and it shall be done. Oh. You ain't getting away from me long. Alright. It seems as though we are always one step behind, our quarry ever just beyond our reach, though I would like to believe that the tables are about to turn. I must confess to having certain doubts. A joint effort may succeed where others have failed, but it could yet yield the self-same result. Fortunately, we are not without other options. I trust you have not forgotten Inquisitor Ghislaine, and we have not. The mystery of how the heretic remained undiscovered for so long has been much in our thoughts, as has the question of what steps might be taken to prevent a similar breach of security in the future. Accordingly, we conducted an exhaustive and covert evaluation of everyone in Whitebourne Front. Though some were found to have committed some minor transgressions, we identified one possible heretic. This man has pledged himself to Iceheart's cause. He will have taken note of the movements of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves, and upon their recognizing their intent, we may attempt to warn the heretics. The man's watch is to end soon, so at which point we must report to Sir Jean Tremont in the yard. I would have you keep an eye on him. If he ventures beyond the walls, follow him discreetly. Should he meet with a heretic, do not interfere. Simply watch and listen. I have seen to it that the suspect knows nothing which could endanger our plans. Alright. There it is. Where's the exit? Alright. Who am I following? One of these two? This guy looks suspicious. Leads to the southwest gate. Where do you think you're going? It's going east. Oh, no, he's running now. Where's he going? Hey! Hey! Where the seven hells are you? I'm freezing my bollocks off here. I'm here, you blundering oaf. Why are you so late? Standing on the wall, why else? I have duties to fulfill, you know. Your sole duty is to the... Bloody echo. Lower your voice to the heroes in White Room. I don't think they're gonna be hearing you all the way from White Room from here. I mean, you're pretty far from there. Yes, of course. The Temple Knights are something or other in Snowcloak. This is what you bring to me. We already knew about something. Our comrades in Boulder Downs, they use the tunnels, blah blah blah. Dead before they know what's happening. Nevertheless, blah blah blah. If you waste my time again, is that clear? Uh-oh. Run away before we get spotted. All right. Sir, I come with tidings. Well, did your investigation bear fruit? I see. I shall have the man detained at once. His guilt is plain. Would that you could have heard their words more clearly. Yet the few snatches you were able to make out are nonetheless enlightening. It would seem that the heretics are aware of our operation and confident they can thwart it. Our comrades in Boulder Downs are key to their plans, which means it's key to our plans that they are routed out and put to the sword. What the fuck is this? Bacon bread? We have long suspected the heretics use a network of secret tunnels to traverse the highlands undetected. Given what you overheard, it appears that Snowcloak may be riddled with such passageways, and that the heretics in Boulder Downs are planning to use them to take our forces unawares. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to happen. A contingent House Durandare Knights are on patrol in the area, and I shall order them to begin searching for the heretics at once. But knowing nothing of our enemy's numbers and readiness, I cannot say for sure that they will be sufficient. Oh, it would put my mind at ease if you would consent to assist my knights in the search. I know they would take the courage within the presence of so storied a warrior. Pray rendezvous with them at Boulder Downs. If Halone is kind, we may catch these heretics before their plans come to fruition. Show them no mercy, Cecila. The lives of our allies are at stake. Alright. I can do that. Tell you what, looking at this TV screen is not helping my headache. Ugh. Alright. Uh-oh. No, they were already slain. Hello. Well, that was just unnecessary. Where this one? Oh, you're dead. So are you. Not interested. Yeah, you can't see shit with the blizzard going on. My knights sent no word you're coming, Cecila. What has happened? What is it that you have in your hand? Oh, I got this letter. Your knights are dead, though. The Fury. Those were veterans with years of service. And now they lie dead in the snow. Their bodies must be recovered and... No. No, we have not the men to spare. Not now. Not while Iceheart prepares to summon an abomination. The heretics you dispatched were not of sufficient number to contend with the combined strength of the Temple Knights and the Crystal Braves. There must be others. I'll not wager they're on their way to Snowcloak as we speak. To make matters worse, it seems the traitor you followed managed to pass the heretics something of value after all. The parchment you recovered is a timetable of the guardsmen's watches at the outpost in Snowcloak. The traitor was stationed there long before he aroused our suspicions. Would that we have come sooner? With this information, the heretics would know when the watch was weakest. They could use it to tell us with impunity and launch or prepare their ambush. The timetable has not changed, you see, of course. Of course, it will be changed now, but the heretics may already be in position. House Durandare must be needing reinforcements, and even if it means withdrawing with knights from the Stone Vigil, and I can see no other way to safeguard the lives of our allies. Ooh. Just send me in the battle, I'll take him out for you. Time is of the essence, Cecil. While my knights make ready to depart, the heretics may take our allies to Snowcloak unawares. Superior training and equipment will avail them not if they are cut down ere their swords are drawn. But all is not yet lost. If you leave now, there may be still time to warn them. Make haste, I beseech you. Fly to Snowcloak until Sir Amric and everything we have discovered. I'll quite literally fly to Snowcloak, don't you worry. It's like he knows I can fly. I'll use the blizzard to hide my presence. They can't see me, right? I can't even see 5 feet in front of me. So this is a welcome surprise, perhaps the only thus far. As you can see, we have yet to uncover any hidden... You have my gratitude. Truth be told, we suspect the heretics might be plotting such an attack. Now we have confirmation, I'll place my knights on high alert. As Commander Lavalli have informed, the brave must be made aware. Sir! It must be here, I'm certain of it. Why else would they go to such lengths to defend Snowcloak? It is but a pity discovery comes when our enemy has us at a disadvantage. Forewarned that we be, the heretics know the terrain far better than we. I do not think how many are watching us at this very moment. Confound it, this is all wrong. Iceheart has us scrambling to save our own skins when we should be rightly be straining at every sinew to find her and stop this damnable summoning. There she is! Come here, girl. Excuse me. That was close. They didn't hurt you, did they? Only my pride, Ida. There will be others nearby. We must see that they are given a similarly warm welcome. Commander Lavalier. There has been development, sir. Together with the Temple Knights, we have secured the entrance to some half-dozen tunnels after spotting the enemy breaking the surface. But that is not all, sir. We think that one of them may be important. Certainly the heretics near flung themselves upon our swords to defend it. Aha! Just as I suspected. Amongst his worn tunnels lies the entrance to the Iceheart's lair. Summon the others. We're going in. A moment, Alphino. The tunnel in question is barely wide enough for 2 men abreast. We cannot say with any certainty where it leads, much less what is waiting for us there. Furthermore, we have no way of knowing how many heretics are still lurking here on the surface. What if they were to converge at this point after we entered the tunnel? For all we know, we could be funneling our forces into a trap. I take your point. If the tunnel is indeed as narrow as you say, greater numbers would be more a hindrance than a help. Should we encounter any difficulty, our own allies will become an obstacle to escape. Ahem. A change of plans. While we rendezvous with Sir Imric and keep the heretics at bay here, you will go wherever the tunnel leads. If you find Isar at the end of it, do not let her escape. You venture into the unknown, so you'll see that you're prepared for anything. I suggest you call upon your allies, though not too many, or Papalima will sulk. Alright, a new dungeon! The Snowcloak dungeon is unlocked. The entrance to the tunnel, madam? It's just over there. Had we not seen the heretics breaking the surface, we would not have noticed it. Per Sir Imeric's orders, we will stand guard outside. Please be aware that even should you encounter significant resistance, we cannot leave our post. Now, don't worry, I can handle it. Alright. Off to... This is also the final dungeon from A Realm Reborn 2. Oh no, I lied. There's one more after this. Of course, now I gotta wait in queue. Hopefully it won't be too long. It shouldn't be, in theory. I am a healer after all. Let me see here. I have been working on the relic. I got the Atmas off video, as you can see. So I'm on the dreaded Atma phase for this damn relic. Ugh. I think I'm gonna hold off until I'm level 70, at least, to do the books, because while it is easier, the dungeons that I have to do, the level 50 ones, like Amdapor Keep, Sirius, the Pharaoh Sirius, and all the other ones I'm gonna have to end up doing, it's a little hard to do them at level 60. It is doable, it's just you gotta go at a slow pace as a healer. So I'm probably gonna hold off until I'm level 70, where I'm far more geared out. Oh, this will take me a while to do. Usually the Emma books take me, if I give a dedicated effort for the Emma books, it takes me about 2 days to do the Emma books. Emma books are probably are the worst. It's the worst relic step for the Zeta weapons. Because I don't really need this, do I? It's on there. Throw that open. Ooh, Omni Rod, huh? What's this thing? Ew, creepy. Wait, is that eyes blink? Oh, they do. Oh, it's creepy. Huh. I can't sell that and do anything with that one, so I'll sell that. I don't need this. There it is. Snowcloak. Of course someone withdrew, naturally. 25th? What's today's date? Today's the 24th. Alright. I guess I'll keep that. Do I have this card? I do not. Throw it up there. Alright, let's try it again. I always liked this dungeon. Out of all the dungeons in the Reborn, this one was probably my favorite. That's not really saying much. I mean, majority of the Reborn dungeons I hate. Yeah, all of them pretty much suck up until this point. The only thing I kind of wish healers had was a better AoE skill. The only AoE skill this White Mage has, they used to have more than one, but I think it was in the start of Shadowbringers, they got rid of one of the AoE skills. I think it was Arrow 3 that they got rid of. That's yeah. Was it Shadowbringers? I think it was. I'm pretty sure he had Arrow 3 and Stormblood. Yeah, the only AoE skill healers have, at least White Mage has, is Holy. At least for right now. There is A-Size, which is a mix of AoE heat, of an AoE attack and a party heal. And there's the Afflatus Misery, which I don't have access to that for quite some time. That's a level 80 skill. I think it's a level 80. I know it's a Shadowbringer's skill, so it's along that line. Alright, we're at the first boss, the Wandil. Been a while since I ran this dungeon. I can't quite remember how this works. Oh, wait a minute. I think you have to run around in order to not get the frozen debuffs. Because I think you get like 3. You become frozen solid. Obviously. Yeah, see how I stood still that time? Okay, so it's not 3. Oh, it doesn't matter. He's dead anyway. What's the guy doing? Oh, the tank's just doing something. In Shadowbringers, there is something called well, they introduced a thing where you can actually go into completed dungeons and, you know, like do photo ops, concerts, whatever, with no mobs. It's kind of fun. Right now, I think they only have up till the level 70 dungeons that you can do that on. I think eventually they'll incorporate the level 50 ones. Or, yeah. Oh, he's finally around. Not even a peep in chat either. It's like, you know, there's no communication going on in here. Man, I get it, guy. Can you like stand anywhere else besides in the wind where you have a constant frostbite dot? Again, with Vard standing in a constant frostbite dot. Alright, guy. Hopefully these people know what to do. look, looks like the samurai knows what he's doing. It's just... Oh, you hit it the wrong way. Oh, we're gonna take a hit. You know, it'd be easier if you just let the thing get bigger instead of... Instead of doing like 2,000 damage at a time. No, no. Guy's not doing it right. He was doing it right at the time, but he's not directing it. He's not shifting his position. Oh my god, this tank, hang on. Alright, so I told them how to do it. Let's see if they listen to me. Because last time I tried telling people how to do shit in a dungeon, they didn't listen to me. go. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. I can handle 2 debuffs of vulnerability, not 3. Got this archer trying to kill the Spriggans too. There we go. We stopped him. There we go. They listened to me. It's a miracle. Someone actually listens to me in this game. Alright. Oh, wow. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Got some bombs up there. Got another one of those things. God damn, we're already an hour and a half? Shit, time flies. Guess I'll finish this dungeon and wrap it up. So many Spriggans! The one-eyed wonder. Let me tell you a story. Back when the fates were still a thing, where people normally did fates to level up. This is before Heaven's Word first came out. There was a fate in Corthus called the Eyes Have It. It's a big boss fate that gave a lot of XP, but it was at the time I wouldn't say hard to do. It just requires a lot of people who know what they're doing, because the giant Cyclops has a pretty big AoE that's not marked. There's no AoE markers. There's nothing. So, and what it is, he spins around at a pretty wide area, and that instantly just kills anybody, even tanks. And a lot of people died on that fate. It's not on the scale of Odin, but a lot of people would die to that fate because no one knew how far away you had to be to avoid getting clubbed. And it got to the point where a lot of people avoided it because either it was too difficult to do for them or it just took too long to kill them. Ooh. Who's this? An ice wolf. Ah. It's Finrer. Fun fact, you can actually get this as a mount. It requires a good deal of effort though, or a great amount of luck. It's a mount that you can get in the gold saucer. The only thing is, in order to get it, you need a grand total of 1 million MGP. And getting 1 million is a pretty big feat. If you work in your challenge logs every week, you will hit there eventually. If you get super lucky and win the big lotto, you can get it too, but I never won lotto. Or you can wait until they do an event, and the gold saucer increases the amount of MGP that you can earn by 50%, which is actually very nice. Because the gates there, they can give you a good amount of MGP if you complete them at the highest ranking. Uh-oh. It's the Make It Rain campaign. They usually have it over the summer. That's when they usually have that event. It's a fun little thing. That's what I had to do when I had to get Finra on my main. I parked myself in gold saucer for like 3 days. Oh, that's right. I gotta get behind the stupid crystals. All right. To the dungeons! Nice. Oh, that tank just booked it out of here. Alright, what's happening here now?
月老フェンリルを退けるとは、どうやらあなたの力は本物のようだ。
Oh, look who it is.
光の戦士よ、ここで あなたが来るのを待っていた。私の名はイゼル。あなた方が追う氷の巫女。光の戦士よ、聞いてほしい。我らにはなすべきことがある。イシュガルドの民とドラゴン族との果てなき戦い。私はこの戦いを止めなければならない。それが巫女となる道を選んだ私の宿願。光の戦士よ、あなたはエオルゼアの希望。どうか生還を願いたい。我らがなすことはエオルゼア、いえハイデリンのためなのだから。
Man, I just let her get away. Were we told not to let her escape? Alright, Alpha Node. Here's what happened. That took longer than I expected. What news, Cecila? So Iceheart is but a pseudonym. Not that it matters. That she managed to escape is regrettable, but your description of that beast, you did well to come as close as you did. In any case, now that you have cleared a path, the simple knights can begin to serve the tunnels in earnest. Mayhap they'll even find a route past the ice wall. Wouldn't that do wonders for their fight against the heretics? The crystal braves would certainly share the credit for it too. It's well be praised, Cecila. We may have yet turned the situation to our advantage. Assuming we stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva, of course. Needless to say, our fellow scions have not been idle. Ophelia and Uriandra have been busy pursuing the archives of House Four Toms, gathering what information they can on Shiva. Which reminds me, if you were intending to trudge back to Camp Dragonhead to report on the day's events, don't. The Senate should be here any minute, and I can only assume some people would enjoy subjecting themselves to this cold. Alright. It's a good stopping point. So, when we come back, we will see what our scions can dig up about Shiva. Maybe we can come up with a plan to stop Iceheart from unleashing an icy menace. So, yeah, that's what we'll do. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next part. Later.